You guys, any questions you might have from an ex-NFL football player, I'd be happy to answer them. Yes, sir. I was a defensive lineman. You know I look kind of small now. These guys are huge compared to, 25, 30 years ago. But I was also about 50 pounds heavier when I played. So I played at about 270 pounds. Yeah, in the back. I did sack John Elway. That was, thanks guys, thanks. That was my 15 seconds of fame. The only bad thing was they went down and drove down the field, and we ended up losing the game, but I'm thankful God gave me one moment to shine. Yeah, buddy.
How many sacks did you get?
I had not that many. I had about 17 sacks in my career, I think. We had a guy, I don't know if you guys remember Clay Matthews. He used to, he was one of my best friends. And his son plays for Green Bay now.
Yeah.
He's the sack leader in the NFL and doing awesome. But he used to say I got a lot of sod sacks. And what that meant was that old field we had, the sod used to come out when the quarterback would backpedal and he'd trip, and the first one to tag him got credit for the sack. So I think about 8 of my 17 sacks were sod sacks. But yeah, buddy. I did. Football's a tough sport, and obviously not intentionally. Didn't want to hurt anybody, but sometimes you just fall on people. And actually, my career ended. It's like they say in the war. There's a lot of friendly fire accidents. Carl Hairston, this guy's nicknamed Big Daddy Hairston, he fell on my knee. And he was my friend because he was coming off a block. So he actually ended my career, but of course I don't hold that against him because it was just an accident. Yeah. I did play a little offense. Ironically, one year we had a couple running backs hurt, and I had to play a little fullback. Have you guys ever heard of the fridge? You remember the stories about the fridge? I was like a mini fridge for Cleveland on goal line situations there in the mid-'80s for a little bit. So it's weird in the offensive huddle though, man. I know in defense we just we get the call and we get, we kind of mill around a little bit, but on offense it's very, very regimented, which is, that's cool. Yeah, in the back over there. Yeah.
We have a kid nicknamed Refrigerator because his last name is Perry.
Oh, okay, cool. You got a refrigerator. All right, cool. Yeah, guys. We'll go 1, 2, 3 here, real quick. Go ahead. Start with 47. My best game. I think my best game was. I think we played in a playoff game once. Played against the Colts, and they had Eric Dickerson, and I had a really good game that day, and I got the game ball for defense. So I was pretty happy about that. Just one of those days, man. Sometimes you just keep working hard, and guys run into you. There's other days where I felt like I was trying to chase running backs and I could never catch them, and that day they would all be cutting right. I couldn't get out of the running back's way. I was making tackles by accident. So it was just a great day and a little bit lucky. Okay.
Ever cause a fumble?
Yeah, it caused a couple of fumbles. One time I had a strip on a guy, but it was at halftime, so it didn't count, But no, I'm just joking. I had a few caused fumbles. Sometimes you get a little overzealous though about that. You got to think about wrapping up. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question, Coach. You guys, you teach a strip now? Because in the old days we didn't, because we worried about the form tackle wouldn't be there. But
Probably should. Coach,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe so,
Interested in the wrapping up.
that's probably the best way for now. Yeah. Okay.
Who was your guys' quarterback?
Our quarterback was Bernie Kosar. Yeah. Yeah, Bernie's a good guy. Yeah, buddy.
Did you ever recover a fumble?
Yeah, I recovered a couple fumbles too. I did. Yeah. You guys ever at the bottom of the pile? Here's. I got to tell you the story. This really happened in high school. We had a kid under the pile, and he recovered the ball, but there's a lot of guys laying there. And this kid on the other team was his cousin, and he was a big guy. This guy Russo, Italian guy, trouble, you know. And he said, give me that ball, I'll beat you up. And under the pile, he gave it up to the big kid Russo, okay? And we lost the fumble. And we never let this guy forget it to this day that he gave up the fumble to his cousin who was going to beat him up. So don't ever do that. If you get the ball, don't give it up for anybody, you guys. Make the referee pry it out of your hand, okay? Because you might think, you know, that they stopped scrumming and everything, but they'll still maybe try to pull it out of your hand at the last second. Yeah.
You said you're good on the offense. Did you ever like catch the ball and make a touchdown?
No, I never did. Good question. All I did was block that little time I played offense. But I remember we had this coach, Marty Schottenheimer, and Marty was a good football coach. But he was tough. He was like not a kind of guy you don't joke around with too much. But after blocking a little bit on offense down by the goal line, I asked him, you know, I said, hey, coach, you know, you ever think I could, you know, carry the ball one of these times? And he goes, well, how about you don't play at all, offense or defense? And I said, okay, I don't need the ball. Yeah, buddy, over there. My worst game? Oh man, that's a great question. You know, because you guys you're so nice and you're friendly and you talk about all you know things. But yeah, I had some bad games. I mean, I remember games where we played the Steelers and they had this guy named Mike Webster, and this guy was just, I mean, I was like a child and he was a man. I mean, this guy was just beating me down all day long. And I'm telling you, it was not fun. And my coaches weren't real happy with me, but they also knew I was a rookie and that maybe, you know, I'd get a little bit bigger and keep lifting weights. And so we kind of did a little bit better and, you know, years after that. But that was definitely a rough day against the Steelers. Yeah, buddy. Okay. No, I never played with Jim Brown. Jim played in the 60s, and I played in the 80s. Good question, though. All right, a couple more. Boy, I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Yeah.
Did you play in another team except the Browns?
Yeah, I did play with the Colts for a short time, but 6 of my 7 years were with the Browns, and I didn't do much with the Colts. I had a couple different injuries by then, and it was time to look for a regular job. Yeah.
Did you ever intercept a ball on defense?
I did. I did once. This was kind of funny. In college, I intercepted a pass down by the goal line. They were driving, and I ran 95 yards for a touchdown. Yeah, and this was the longest run in history in terms of time elapsed. So you know, it was like 45 seconds long. So I hope I see it on YouTube one day or something because it's pretty hilarious. You know, I had defensive backs running by me, then they'd back up, backpedal, then run by me again. That's how slow I was running. Okay, one more. My man right here.
Did you ever get injured when you played for the Browns?
Yeah, I did. I had, you know, I was blessed though. I played 80 straight games, so I had different injuries, but I didn't have an injury that was so bad that I missed a game. But then in the AFC Championship game against the Broncos, they had John Elway. That's when I busted up my knee really bad, and I was pretty much never the same after that. So, thanks guys. I really enjoyed talking to you. Thanks for having me.